Even though it's late, editors make sure they're gonna get this story in the paper tomorrow. Talk fast. Questions? Yeah, well, it's just, I mean, that's the way tonight played out. They were very physical, not physical, but there were a lot of fouls made during that game at both ends. And so, in the second half, I think both of us were in the 1-1 at like the 15, 14-minute mark. First half, we were in the 1-1 early. It's one of those games that puts pressure on the officials because there's a foul called every possession down the court. And they start looking at the scoreboard and don't want to start calling all of them all the time. But it was a difficult game for them to officiate, I thought. We shot a lot of foul shots because we were fouled a lot.
When the game was going that way, did you try to get Otto to take the ball more in those kinds of situations?
No, the fouling part of it had nothing to do with it. Yes, we tried to get him the ball more, but it wasn't because of the nature of how the flow of the game was going.
Coach, they shot a low percentage from the field, specifically in the second half. Did you playing zone, were you kind of playing to the fact that they don't really seem to shoot a high percentage from the field, even when they are open? Some defensively, did they do that?
Whew. I think those guys can shoot. In the second half, we played very little zone. We played more zone in the first half. I thought we did a better job of identifying where Mac was, just because he's so good. I mean, Mac is, he only had, I think, 9 points tonight. We got a stat sheet, Max. Only had 9 points tonight, but that's abnormal for him. And Jerome and Seegers also. So I think we did a good job of chasing them off those screens. I think we did a decent job of helping of the bigs helping the guards as those guys were chasing them. And then we're lucky they missed some shots they normally make.
How was tonight as a challenge? I mean, you talked about the last two emotional games. How was tonight's challenge a little bit different for these guys?
I don't think we go about comparing and contrasting. We were home tonight in front of our fans as opposed to and feeding positive energy off of them as opposed to being on the road and feeding off negative energy. It is what it is. I mean, much like I said following every game, we can sit and enjoy this for the bus ride home, and then we have to get ready for a very difficult game up at Villanova.
Can you remember a guy that you coached against, like Otto, that gives you what you need when you need it, and in a timely fashion like you did?
Coached against or coached?
Against.
I'm not sure. Hey, Kirk. I'm not sure.
How about a guy you might have coached yourself?
Yeah, I have coached. It's similar, very, very different, very, very different. But similar to Jeff.
Coach, you got 2 games left in the regular season. Are you as satisfied as you can be with what you're doing right now with 2 games left to go?
I don't think we want to sit, and you've heard me say this, I think we don't want to sit and take stock on the season and say, I'm satisfied, or, oof, I'm not satisfied. Actually, I can say, I'm not satisfied. But we don't approach the season, the games like that. And so tonight's over, as I said, and this is how we operate. And now we're going to put all of our energy into Villanova. And, you have enough good halves, that turns into enough good games. You get enough good wins, it turns into a good season. But you can't start looking at the season. You have to start looking at that half, that possession, and that mindset is what we've done all year, and that's how we're going to continue to go forward.
John, what does it say about the way Otto's playing right now that he's doing it pretty much every game in a different way? Like it's 15 from 3 point line. It seems like every night he's stepping out, it's a different way of scoring that.
Stating the obvious, he can score in a lot of different ways. I've said this from day one. We can look at the last however many 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever the number is games, and talk about his scoring. But from day one, Otto Porter's done everything And so you look at the rebounds, you look at the deflections, the communication. It's not just about the scoring. And I think that his teammates are just as important in that equation because they're finding ways to set the screen, to get the shot, to get the look, to get him the ball so he can have some success. So it's a group meeting. It's easy for everyone to sit and start talking about Otto, but I think, and they should, don't get me wrong, and they should, but I think that everyone, from the guy sitting to my right, Nate, to Markel, I think Markel's been playing very, very well, has been doing their part also.
Coach, did the amount of free throws you guys were able to take put your offense at ease at all? I mean, you guys took 21 less shots than Rutgers. Did it put you at ease at all? Take that many free throws?
I don't think I would express it like that. I didn't really feel at ease. I didn't feel at ease till I took him out of the game. However, but much time was left in the game. But it literally was. They were fouling a lot. We were fouling a lot. A lot of fouls were called, so you had to get to the foul line.
Questions for the players?
Andrew, are you starting to see, with the attention that Otto's gotten and he's continuing to play better, are you seeing that in how defenses are taking on the task of trying to guard him as if, like Coach Rice said, it's almost as if his guys are getting anxious at times?
Yeah, a little bit. I think that was definitely part of Rutgers' game plan today, was to be really, really physical with Otto. And I think we did a pretty good job of using that to our advantage. We put him in situations where he was going to get fouled, and not just him, other guys as well. But we have a lot of players who can think the game, who can do a lot of different things, and we've been doing a pretty good job of getting Otto the ball.
Otto, do you feel?
Hold on. He just asked something.
I just rolled my ankle. I just went back and retaped it. I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Otto, you pretty much had flawless game, 28 points, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul. Do you feel somewhat of an onus to do that every night, or do you feel that your teammates are going to pick you up as you guys move towards the Big East tournament, the NCAA tournament? How good do you have to be for this team to get to where it wants to go?
I just have to do whatever necessary to win, and I think my teammates feel the same way. Same thing with the coaches. I think that each and every game we got to take it as the approach.
Although recount that fast break block, the second half block. I think Seegers got a steal, came down, and what was one thing in your mind? What you want to make?
Just try to play good defense without fouling. 'Cause, he tried to jump into me, but I just had to use my length, to advantage, and I did.
Howard, do you see a lot of areas where you guys can, despite what you've done to this point, really make significant improvement, going into the tournament?
Definitely. I think that we just got to keep it going each and every day. We got to stay working at it, playing practice, coming to practice with the same mindset. We want to win, and just being prepared for the next game.
I know you only took 2 threes. Did the way the rest were calling fouls push you to drive the ball a little bit more, knowing you probably draw the foul?
Definitely. When you can get to the hole and get a foul and shoot free throws. They're free, so you want to shoot free throws.
How much easier did that make your night?
A lot easier. A lot.
Any other questions? Thank you.